All right, all right. Salute Black Star Sports TV here with you this Sunday. Um, hey, about to welcome my good brother, Basement Boxing Talk in the building. All right, all right. What it is, good brother, what it is.
What's what's good?
All right, all right. We got Picasso in the building, man. Salute to you, bro. That's a D. Picasso in the building, man. Yeah, man. I wanted to, do a little different time today, man. Probably try a little later than early on Sunday, man, because it's a lot more people starting to come out on Sunday and everything. I just need a good time to fit in there to go and give me some time to get my stuff together too. So we're gonna try it out today and see how it works. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk about this box and stuff, man. I sent out the links and everything, so the brothers come through to come through. If not, hey, me and my road dog, we'll get it done. How you doing, good brother?
I'm doing all right. How you?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad today, man. It warmed up a little bit, man. It's been cold as hell in Houston, man. Tell you, but you on special assignment, man?
No, I'm just in my living room instead of being in my office.
Oh, okay, that's what's up, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I ran around a little bit today, man, and hit a couple little stores and stuff. You know how you gotta do. You gotta spend that money. You try to hold on, but it's always something calling for it. Got to come out your hand, man. I hate to let it go. I'm a tightwad, man. I like to hold on. I hold on till the eagle grin, boy.
Right.
I'm gonna negotiate that bad boy. Yeah, man. Hey, man. I will jump right there. We're gonna give it a few more. Hopefully, some more will jump in, man. But we got some stuff to talk about today, man. Started yesterday on my brother's channel, Basement Boxing Talk. If you ain't subscribed, you ain't been over there. You need to get yourself over there, get subscribed up, tuned in every Saturday, man. They be on that bad boy, man, and we be talking it up. The best boxing show on YouTube, in my opinion, and I am entitled to it. So hey, I had to give it. And hey man, with the good brother Ron Sims be on there, nice coach, man. We got Brandon is the promoter. And well, basement as well, as we know. I'll let you break that when you got time, when you feel like you don't want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put that on out there and everything.
Right.
Uh, you know, and all the good brothers that come through, man, and know the sport, man, and really love it. And man, it's a wonderful thing, man. I'm glad to met these good brothers, man, because hey, man, they just that. Like I said, we got Picasso in the building. Man, we got two basements over there now. And Picasso said, salute everybody. Salute right back to you, good brother, man. Good to see you. And the Young G, God Body News in the building, man. Young G be doing some in-depth stuff on his channel, man. Check him out as well. Um, I'm glad he got his out there and putting it out there, man. It's good to see. You know, Picasso says I was in the middle of an exercise challenge. Oh, okay. So you using us for an excuse to get out of it? That's what you want. I don't want to do no more push-ups. I'm gonna go over here and watch this race. But that's all right, man. We glad we could provide a service for you today and get you about that torture, man. But that's all good, bro. But man, you know what? I can't take it no more, bro. We gotta get in this one.
What you ready to
I
talk
don't
about?
know who to go at first, but we got two donkeys we got to get for sure, man. But I think I'm gonna start with the joke, man. Chris Colbert, though, man. I
Wow.
mean, I gotta say, man, who in the hell could have seen that coming? I
Hey.
could not believe every round. But let me tell you something though, and this is weird. My wife said to me before he came out the dressing room, she said he gonna get his ass whooped today. He clowning. He ain't this and that. I said, huh? You think so? I said he pretty good though. I don't know that dude. He should go in there and handle him, right? Shit. From the moment he stepped in that fucking rope to the time he took his ass home, he got his motherfucking ass whooped.
Yes, sir.
Nobody.
Yes, sir. Hey, but we said nobody, right?
Yeah.
But this guy was undefeated, man, and he had 3 no contests, but he had no losses.
And they did say he was in the Olympics 2016. He got a medal too.
Exactly. So that kind of played a part in it too. You feel me?
Yeah.
I think Colbert. one thing I said on Clubhouse yesterday was that Colbert he made a comment that he didn't watch his opponent's film. You know, this guy took this fight with 2 week notice. Like, he didn't watch no film. He didn't prepare for this guy. And when he said it like in a slick manner, like, man, no, I ain't watching no film. And I went back and told the guys on Clubhouse, like, man, you know, this guy really think it's slick not to watch film on his opponent, or at least let your trainer, coach watch film on the opponent so they know what you up against. And I think this was just overconfidence. And when he got in the ring, he seen that this guy hits harder than what he was biting.
See? I mean, and then the thing is, when you fight certain type of fighters, like by nation, you can almost understand what style they're going to fight you in. So you know that what type of fighter come from what type of area. So if you know he coming from a certain country or whatever, that they fight a certain style, you should already be heads up. Well, this guy should be tough. He should have this if he don't have nothing else, because that's what they do there, you know. So you don't even give your opponent enough respect to acknowledge the fact that it could be the case, you know. And we talk about it all the time. Like you said, his attitude, you know, over cocky. I'm just this and that and the third. Now, I understand having confidence and believing in yourself. That's one thing. But you always got to respect your opponent, and you got to be prepared for the unexpected, and be sharp on your skills, man. Because when you go in there and you just assume, oh, I'm just gonna walk my dog, walk him, and you're going, okay, you better pack a lunch, because that cat trained too. He put himself through all that grueling workouts that you did. He coming in here for the victory. He ain't coming here just be looking good in an outfit like pretty much like he do with the blue hair and you know. But respect for the autism thing. You know, my nephew got autism, so I respect that. But the colors and everything, man, and the way that the fight went that night, he looked like a clown, man. That was just embarrassing. Like my good brother, Godbody News says, Colbert got Twitter trending embarrassment. No doubt, man. He was embarrassing. Oh, here you go. Brandon in the building. Brandon County. Hope I said the last name right, bro. Colbert watched film that just capping. You think he did? I don't know, man. He very egotistical though, man. It could be likely he could have done that, but you could be right as well. Hey guys, Colbert, in my opinion, shouldn't have fought a lefty. You think so? Hey, Brandon, well, I mean, you can send Brandon the link if you want there, good brother. I don't have his email, so
I sent it to him.
Come on if you want there, Brandon, for sure. You know, you're always welcome, good brother. And Godbody says that's what happens when you're doing the cha-cha slide before the fight. Yeah, man, he was on Joke Time. You know, it reminded me back years ago in Tuesday Night Fights, man, when he had Anthony Hembert came into the ring and he was fighting the little short dude, man. He was dancing and laughing at the dude, doing a little chuck and jive with everybody in the corner. Got in the fight, went in there and got knocked smooth the fuck out. Man, you can't disrespect boxing and you can't play boxing. And that's what it looked like he was doing last night. He was playing. If anybody can go out there and take a 10-second clip of him dominating that fight anywhere, I'll be surprised. Godbody says,
hold on one second.
The matchmakers, in no way he should have fought a number 5 fighter on a 2-week notice. Yeah, but you know, at his level and what we know of him, he should have been ready for anything, man. He should have been, you know, because his skill level, you know, we had known to be pretty decent, you know. So for something like that to happen, man, that really didn't seem like that was likely. But hey, you know, that's what you fight the fights for. Brandon Cody said, you said it right, brother. County. Okay, good. It's a good deal, my man. And Picasso says, y'all see the Olympic symbol on Garcia's arm? That's what I was thinking as well. Mathis guy got a pedigree, no excuses. Both didn't have a major advantage, but Garcia, real dude for taking the fight. Yeah. Hey, man, he took a shot, man. He said, hell, I'm going for it. And, you know, I mean, hell, and here he is. And just think about it. Chris Colbert was supposed to fight for a championship last night. He's supposed to fight for a world title last night. How much has he regressed from that point of view? Because, I mean, here you had the table set for you. All you had to do was come and eat. Okay, that's the guy pulls out. He says COVID or whatever. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. We leave it up for debate. They put somebody else in on you. You know, like he said, a number 5 fighter. Godbody said. you know, and they snuck him in there and give him an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay hungry and you got to keep yourself in killer mode. That's why I love Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler had one mentality and there was nothing else. He didn't care if he was the greatest fighter or the lesser fighter. It didn't matter. He was going to be on point because he was ready for war and he wasn't taking no chances on no losses coming in there. You see, he already had his victory plan. I'm going to win this. I'm going to do this. And after this, I'm going to do that. You know? So when I see people go in there and take you for granted, man, you can't, you know, I mean, you only live once and you can only fight for so many years of your life, you know? So if you out there, do what you got to do while you out there. Don't leave no regrets. Put it all out there. Win, lose, or draw. And that's the thing. Don't put the onus on win or loss. Go out there and do your best. Give everything you got and put it out there, you know? And if you do so, you know, you could be always satisfied with the results because you know, hey, I did the best I could. I put it all out there. Many times you see fighters when they retire, you know, like Ali and Frazier, you know, they'll sit back and talk about it. Remember that fight you hit me, man? Yeah, you hurt my jaw, man. That's all I tell you, that man, that was something else. But I got you in that one. No, you did that. It's all taken in stride because everybody's being real. They understand the struggle that it takes to get the victory. And sometimes it don't happen, but the fights can be epic, you know. So that's the beauty of the sport, man. Yeah, Brandon, I'm about to get to you, good brother. Let me catch up with these next couple of comments, and then I'm gonna bring you on in, good brother. Godbody said Kobe was fighting a guy with 300 amateur fights. You should have watched tape on him. Yeah, you should have known something about him. You should have known something about him, but at the same time, you gotta respect your opponent, man. You gotta respect your opponent because you don't know what he bringing. He coming for the victory, so you can't trust that he gonna be a bum. You know, he ain't trained to be no bum. Mo Boxing in the building, man. Salute my brother from across the water, man. How you do, man? Salute, brother Black Star. Salute to you too, man. Good show yesterday, man. Tune into my brother Mo Boxing, man, for sure, man. Great boxing content. Bruce Goes, there he is. My brother. Salute my brother Black Star Sports TV. Bruce Goes Boxing, Jazz, and Mo. Boy, he got Mo too, man. My man Bruce knows some things, man. Salute to you, good brother. Hey, man, if you got time, I'll send you a link, good brother. Yeah, he shouts out to Mo. We got Godbody News.
Salute to my good brother Bruce Goes. Salute to Mo. Boxing.
Yes, indeed.
Godbody News.
Yeah, Godbody said the new standard is watch out for the boxers who can dish it out but can't take it. Take it back. This man used a high guard all fight. Yeah, he definitely did that, man. Definitely did that. And he embarrassed the hell out of himself. He can no longer speak Shakur Stevenson's name, in my opinion. He need to be very quiet. When somebody says Shakur Stevenson, he need to be on the silent level. He need to hit the mute button. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, they coming in, guys. Hey, let me bring my good brother Brandon in here, as well as a.k.a. the Apostle on Let's Talk Sports in the building, man. How my brothers doing today?
Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Sunday to y'all. I hope all is well.
Same to you, good brother. Same good to you. Hey, K, you still there? You there, my brother?
I'm having trouble with my Bluetooth, so I'm
okay.
gonna in a second.
Okay, whenever you're ready, good brother. Yes, indeed, man. That was something, man. I couldn't believe it. You know, we talked about it yesterday, like I said, on my brother Basement Boxing Talk Saturdays, man. Every Saturday, man. I just didn't think that the guy had no chance, man. And then, hey,
let me say this, if I could chime in real quick. The thing I thought was funny about the fight was that I thought Colbert was going to win, and I think I got Colbert when it won 2 rounds, in my opinion. I say 2 rounds. I gave him 2 rounds. Yeah, so I look at it and say maybe the thing is this other guy, this guy that he fought, Garcia, is a lot better than maybe we expected, and maybe with Chris Colbert, he needs to go back and figure out what he's going to do next. I was happy that he accepted the loss because he didn't make excuses. He said, "Look, he was a better man tonight, and you just got to pick yourself back up and go back at it." I wouldn't fight a southpaw for a while though, like I was saying when I posted it. I think that southpaw style got him real bad.
You think it was a southpaw stance, huh? Man, I tell you, bro, it was hard to find a bright spot in that fight, man. It just seemed like he just, you know, I didn't see the usual Chris Colbert that I normally see, the energetic, the bouncing, the moving. He came out flat-footed, standing still, straight in front of him. You know, and the guy just came to him and was like, okay, you're going to stand there. You know, he brung it to him. So that was kind of shocking to me, man. But, you know, hey, you know, and then I understand people say, you know, he was gracious in his loss and everything like that and everything. But there's got to be a little element of a sore loser in you because your feelings should have been hurt, you know, because you did get embarrassed. And for as much stuff as you talk and as animated as you are, and I know you idolize, you know, Deion Sanders and guys like that, primetime, right? You know, those guys were like that because they put themselves out there and they knew that they was going to give 100% every time. And losing was not the option. And they was braggadocious about it to let you know that I'm going to brag about it because, hey, I'm going to put the work in to make sure I don't get no loss. So I ain't going to eat no crow. I'm going to go out here and make you eat crow. You know, that was like their motivating factor. A lot of great players are like that in different sports. But, you know, as I know, this is boxing. But, you know, really, let me shout out Waylon Wolf in the building, man. Salute to you, good brother. Thanks for stopping by and checking us out today. Mo Boxing, salute everyone. Picasso, Bruce Goes, salute, fam. Mo Boxing, salute. Yes, indeed. Picasso is saluting each other out. All right, everybody hollering at each other. That's a good deal. Yeah, man. And my brother Brandon said he gave him 2 rounds, man. You being generous, bro.
I think there was 2. I can't remember which ones, but there were 2 rounds that I felt like he won. I've only seen a couple of Chris Colbert's fights, but I think it was the southpaw style, and I think he did not take this guy as serious maybe he should have because it didn't look like he was fighting a guy who was just superior in all levels. It looked like he was fighting a guy that he just did not have an answer for. Like, hey, I didn't think you had a left hand. I didn't think you had a right hand. I didn't think you would move your head. That's what it looked like because I remember there was on that knockdown, I mean, he was lunging for that body shot. And I'm like, why are you lunging to hit a body shot? And no, just wide open, hands down. I mean, he's a southpaw. If you're lunging for a body shot, that left hand is coming, and it came. And I feel like he just needs to regroup, figure himself out, and get back to the drawing board.
Yeah. And just too, observation of mine. If you listen to his corner throughout that fight, they never really gave him no real advice or anything to really do. They would just give it. I hate when corners speak to you in generals. You need to go out there, give him a little of this. What the hell does that mean? You got to be specific. Give me something to take back in here that I ain't thought of, that you done seen, that I can add to whatever I'm doing out here to make my performance better. That's what I need from you. Don't sit here and tell me go out there, just be aggressive. Huh? I need to know something. Is his left hand hanging low? What is he doing? Is he doing something wrong? Is he trying to do this? What he ain't trying to do? What I'm doing wrong? What I'm opening myself up to that he's taking advantage of that I ain't seen yet? You know, man, he keep hitting you with that left hand, man. Keep your phone up. Keep your phone. Something like that I can go out there that's going to make it better and slow the fight down to where I can see it and get in tune to what I need to do against this guy. Because a lot of times when somebody keep hitting you with that pop, 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 keep catching you, and you concentrating on doing something else, but you're not paying attention to how many times he's catching you. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand that you're on the road to destruction, and you need your corner man to tell you, hey man, look, watch out for that damn left hand. You know, some people have to be told that, but you figure if you got hit, you should know. But give me something that's tangible that I can take back in there. At least pick up my spirit, like, okay, I wasn't doing this, it's gonna be better now because I'm gonna do this now. You know, give me something like that. They didn't really have anything for him like that. Couple of times he was like, man, I didn't do that. He was arguing with his corner. I'm like, man, hell no. I'm like, man, you out here embarrassing the hell out of me. Forget all this, man. I'm going down here to Krispy Kreme, get me 12 dozen. I'm gonna sit down and eat them bad boys, man. I just better shit I can do with my time. Sit here and watch you go out here and fuck up a damn fight like this. I mean, that's my main thing, you know. Hey, K, you ready, good brother? Oh, it don't look like you muted, man.
I mean, while he's doing that, the one thing I would say though, if you can hear me, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. The one thing I would say that Chris Colbert needs to do is he needs to take it serious. I don't know how serious he took it. I know he sells himself on talking noise and everything, but you know, you got to get back to the drawing board and figure out what went wrong because you can't lose like that again to another top level fighter and people take you serious, in my opinion. Because there's a point where I think you can say, look, I lost the fight. It's okay. People are going to lose fights. But if you if you show that, look, I'm losing the fights every time I step up in opposition, okay, then maybe you're not that level opposition type fighter.
Yeah, it's true. It definitely looked that way, man. Let's welcome the good coach, Ron Sims, in the building. Salute to you.
Salute,
hey, coach.
salute.
Man, I see you up in San Antonio, man. I seen you in the pictures, man.
Yeah, I stopped up here. I was invited to a fight, by the Coach Mays.
Yeah, he hanging around with Greg Alvarez. I saw those pictures, coach.
Oh yeah, we go way back.
I did not know that.
Way back. Yeah, way back. That. I had most of my professional fights here in San Antonio.
Oh, that's how you know
yeah.
Greg. Because I was like, so you know Lawrence Cole then too then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. Yeah. Then also, his brother was a national heavyweight champion for USA Box for like 2 or 3 years. 2 or 3 times. Javier Alvarez.
I did not know. Okay. I did not know this. I learned something new hanging out with you, coach. Okay.
Man.
I know all the officials over there last night. They judged my bouts.
Okay.
All of them. Yeah. So what you guys
coach
talking
know
about?
Everybody.
We're talking about that Chris Colbert fight.
Man, all I can say is that what I tell y'all, man. Y'all, nobody want to listen to me.
Yeah, I didn't get your take on that, man. Because we missed it yesterday. So, and we talked about it yesterday. But what was your take on that? I didn't know before.
Well, my take wasn't on this fight. My take was, people were talking about him and Shakur. All these people saying that, here. I'm like, nah, he's not on the level of Shakur. He's not. I mean, he's talented, but he's not. I'm telling y'all, Shakur is totally different, man. I say it, but people, they're not listening. So just gotta let them. Hey, gotta let people see for themselves. Eventually, one day you're gonna recognize, you're gonna realize that this dude ain't like everybody else. When I say it sound like I'm just saying it, but I'm telling you, this dude is different, man.
He's different.
I know people say this. People say this about different people, but nah, this dude is totally different. And matter of fact, before the fight, we was on this clubhouse, and I was telling them, hey, I'm telling y'all, these guys from South America, they coming up here. They come up here to upset people. I'm telling you, that's just in their genes to do that.
Yeah.
And this dude was an Olympian too.
Yeah.
You gonna try to showboat and do all the cute stuff, man. I'm like, wow. But
yeah, it was a bad showing, man. And then when he got dropped, oh my God.
I don't think it's a bad showing. I think that is who he is. He came up with the excuse that, hey, I wasn't myself. Who were you then? I mean, hopefully, he's young, he can come back, but he's got to fix some things because, there's some good fighters out here, and I think he's just starting to, reach another level. He's talented, he's smart. But he's missing a little something. Yeah. He's got to get that little something.
Yeah, he's a very opinionated fighter. He had a lot to say about Deontay Wilder and Shakur Stevenson. He said he was prepared to go in there and die to get that victory. That's how hard he wanted that. He just needed to get that. But we didn't see no heart or determination showcase like that last night. I mean, how can you if you're gonna talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. You gotta walk it. If you don't know in yourself that I'm not gonna do everything I can to back up everything that's coming out my mouth, then you need to shut it up. You shouldn't say nothing. You should be the quietest man in the room. I ain't got too much to say. I'll see what happens when it happens, and leave it right there.
Hey, I absolutely agree, fellas. It's Teresa.
Teresa in the building, man.
How's everything going, brother?
Black Star. I think that. See, you can only go off of what you know. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if he haven't reached a certain plateau and you don't know, guess what? You could talk all you want to talk, but he didn't know. He didn't know, but now he knows. So now he can go back and maybe fix a thing. But now he knows.
Okay.
You know.
Hey, Coach, let me ask you this, Coach, because I was saying this before you came on here.
Black Star, you got to unmute.
Let me see. You guys can't hear me? I can't. Okay, hold on. Oh, you can hear me, Basement?
I can hear you, Black Star.
Everybody, okay. Ron can't hear me though. I don't understand.
I can hear you now.
You can't. Okay. I was saying just before you came on, about his corner. They didn't really give him any good advice, in my opinion. They just go out there and do it. Get him. Do some of this. Go over there and do that. what the hell is that? Figure it out. Go in there and win. Just win.
You know what? I spoke on this. I spoke on this on. I was just talking to Cerizo, and I was telling them, and you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Deontay Wilder.
Man.
Okay, because look, I know a lot of us are talking about, the boxers. They need to do this. They need to self-promote. They need to do this. They need to take control or whatever. But you know what? These boxers, they some of them do it, but they don't know any better. So their team is allowing them to lead. Okay, They did try to get him a little bit. Say, hey man, you got to straighten up, man. This is 7th round. You gotta get yourself together. The guy kind of cursed a little bit. But when you these young boxers, they don't have people to guide them. They become, they feel like, hey, they are the boss, but they don't have advisors. And they're telling everybody else what to do. Okay, you're going to be on my team here. You're going to be here. And they don't even, they don't say, like, let's say if I get a coach, guess what, coach? I'm going to take care of you. We're going to get you some more education. We're going to send you to this coaching course here and this here, and we're going to send you to this psychology course here. And so, to uplift you. Because guess what? Everybody on the team should look to get better, not to stay the same. Exactly. That's just my thought.
There you go. It's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week, 365 grind. You got to stay sharp. You got, that's why we talked about it, a couple weeks ago on Basement Show about how, it's such an advantage for Canelo to have fight 4 times in a year and to turn right around and fight somebody like Jamel. That would, or Jamal, that would have been perfect for him because he was going to be as sharp as he was going to be in the last 5-10 years. If that then, because he's been putting the work in regularly and everything is on point to the best of his ability at that time. But when you take time off and stuff like that, and then you come back and you kind of part-time it, you're going to suffer, and like we were going to talk next, about some other issues today that kind of coincide with that, like Victor Postol, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But man, that's something else. Oh man, shout out to Omega Red in the building. What's going on, brother? Yes, indeed. Good to see you, my man. Our DMV, man. All right, let me catch up a little bit, man. These things is rolling, man. Appreciate everybody coming out today, man, showing love. Been a minute, man. We've been fighting this thing to get this thing going so we can get out here on the regular. But we do what we can, and I appreciate y'all. I ain't forget you, bro. Godbody says Colbert had 17 fights in 7 years, but the last 2 only fought 1 time. Yeah, see? Yeah, that very well, His mind wasn't, he didn't have that killer instinct. He went in there like he knew he was going to be food. Gil Cole was in the building,
but
man.
like from the beginning start, man, like he was looking for a knockout, man. Like I'm like, man, he not trying to use his jab and set it up. Like he put both hands up and just trying to get the guy to run into something. Like this guy, just gonna run in there and run into something, man. I mean, instead of using his jab and pointing, just scoring, get score. And if the knockout comes, it comes. Like he just thought, I don't know, man. Look like that's what I see. Both hands up and like he was trying to run into something.
Yeah.
Like, man,
See, when you're trying to fight to accomplish something that somebody's questioning you on, and you go in there and you lose sight of who you are to be something that somebody else wants you to be, you're in a lose-lose situation, man. You got to go in there and do what cater to your strengths. If you're a boxer, box. Don't worry about the knockout. Like my brother say, it'll come. But if you're not doing the right things to set it up, you're doing all that for nothing. And salute to good brother Gil Cole's in the building, man. Says salute Black Star in the panel. Gil Coles also says Black Star, guess who's number 3 at 147 in the WBC? Hashtag play the flute. Number 3? Is that Keith Thurman? That's Keith, huh? Keith done shot up.
Y'all touch on Antoine Russell yet?
No. We're gonna hit that in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. We just get started. We had to get on Chris Colbert, man, because he was, I couldn't believe it. I just kept expecting that he was going to turn it on at some point and, turn it around and get it back under control, because you were supposed to fight for a world title tonight. You were supposed to be a champ tonight. And then you come in here, and if you prepared to fight the champ, anybody that come in here, rank 5, 10, 20, whatever it is, shouldn't matter. I'm gonna clean the clock of whoever come in here, because I done did whatever I needed to do. I done punished myself. I done went through whatever I needed to do. And this training camp was hell. It's time to get paid tonight. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna handle business. I'm gonna get the glory and all the reverence that come with winning, and move on now. Now PBC done put you in the spotlight. You done came out here and bombed. So what's next for this guy now? What should he do next? Anybody got any thoughts?
I would say if I was Chris Colbert, he needs to, take a couple of tune-up bouts, maybe in the summer. I don't know what the plans are, but maybe take a couple of tune-up bouts and try to go for the title shot, maybe.
Yeah, best thing I can tell him is stop talking about Gary Russell. Don't even say Shakur Stevenson no more. He got to get out of that business, man, because he really, that really shocked me, man. And he really set himself back on that. You can't sell yourself short, man. This is some real stuff, man. You gotta be serious in this game, man. You cannot be playing around. Ain't no jokes in here to be told. Ain't nobody a comedian. The only comedian is the guy who loses. That's just the comedian. Everybody laughing at him. You don't want to be that guy. And he put himself in that position. Now he got to get himself out of it. And like Coach say, he know now.
Well, yeah. Lesson learned. I don't know if you guys remember the Carlos Quintana Paul Williams fight some years ago, but it was kind of like that. It was like Quintana just couldn't lose. It was like, if I throw a left hand, I'm just connecting and winning. So I think what he's going to have to do is take that same type of mentality, go back, figure out what went wrong, and get back on the horse and ride. That's all. You lost the fight. You just got to keep going.
Yeah, you do got to rebuild, and you got to show that mental fortitude, man. And you got to swallow this L and eat this crow. Put ketchup on it, whatever you got to do, make it taste good. Get it down, and get back in the gym and do what you got to do to flush it out. Because, man, and you did it to yourself. That's the thing. You got to look at yourself in the mirror after that and say, man, what I should have did. Man, you let yourself down more than anything. So, you got to prove to everybody that was a fluke. I wasn't on my game, but I'm going to get on it now. And when I get out here next time, I'm going to set an example. And whoever I get that's going to, come up in this ring on that other side, he about to get it. You know, and that's got to be his mentality. But that should be yours every time out. Every time out, especially in America, man. You can't lose no fight in America. People ready to write you off just for any old thing, you know. So you gotta
When's
take
we
the
get
shit
home?
and do what you
I
need to
started
do.
it hot. I need some new juice. It's hot, so hot.
So, okay. Oh, AK still battling with that, man. Hope he get it together. Yeah, man. Getting my brother AK in the building, man. All right, where we at here now? Okay, Bruce Ortiz, the good brother Focus Ball, man. Healer the mind body coach, man. If you haven't subscribed to this good brother, man, check him out, man. This brother right here, man, does great research about a lot of stuff, man. That I'm telling you, man, you're gonna learn something from this brother right here for sure. So definitely subscribe to him, check him out. He's selling them Focus Balls still, right, bro? Hopefully so, because you know that was a training tool, man. I'm had to get me one of them too, man. Cause I got sharpen these things up, man. I had to get Coach Ron, come up and help the brother out, get the jab right, you know. Yes, indeed. I said, Young Billy Boxing, Slew from Houston. Yes, indeed. Right here in H-Town. How you doing, good brother? Yeah, man. You got so you got a channel, good brother, man. Let me know, man. We got to link up sometime, you know. You right here in H-Town, brother. You know, we can't be strangers like that, bro. For sure.
You in Houston? I didn't know you were in Houston.
Yes, sir.
You know I'm in Houston, right?
You in Houston now?
Right now I'm in San Antonio, but I'm gonna be back in Houston tomorrow.
No joke.
You know Brandon in Houston too.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to link up, man. I gotta come check this, man. I gotta get my right hand right, you know, my left. I gotta be a little sneaky with it. I'm trying to figure out how to disguise it, you know.
Hey,
These old ladies at the mall, man, the other day was looking at me, man. They looked they was trying to do something, you know.
Come on by Mo Better Boxing off of Beach Nut Street.
Okay, yeah. Mo Better, okay, yeah, man. Definitely. You gonna be there tomorrow, man. Might have to make a guest appearance. Coming in like the old karate movies.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Okay. You know, coming in like the old karate movies. You know how you used to have a guy come into the dojo? Who your teacher? You know. That'd be a crazy little video, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, Healer the Mind Body Coach says YouTube ain't say a word, man. Okay. Yeah, man. Check my brother out. He does great research, man. It's some mind-boggling stuff he be presenting, man, for sure. Brandon, sorry I had to drop. Gotta grab the toddler. I'm listening to. Okay, good, cool, my brother. Anytime you get chance, go back in.
I got some for what's his name? Gil Coles. He said, guess who was ranked number 3 in the WBC?
Yeah.
So I said Jaron Ennis Boots, but I wound up looking it up. I was wrong. It's Virgil Ortiz ranked number 1. David Anavanza from Russia, he ranked 2. Keith Thurman ranked 3. Boots ranked 4. Danny Garcia ranked 5. In the top 5 for the WBC. You know, Earl Smith's number 1. He got the belt. But it's Virgil Ortiz number 1 behind Earl Spence. David Eviance, I don't know how to pronounce it, Russian. Keith Thurman, Boots, and Danny Garcia.
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah. The email on that for the Young Billy Boxing, man. Hit me up, bro. He said he got a channel too. So we had to link up, good brother. All right. Okay, AKA says, what we talking about? My Bluetooth won't cooperate, but I'm here. Yeah, we were just finishing up on the Chris Colbert situation, man. We didn't get your take on it. I was kind of trying to hold on for you so you could get yours in. The Young Billy Boxer, I go by Ronnie's gym. Okay, with Ronnie Shields. Oh man, you got to be elite to get in that gym, man. It's an exclusive club. For sure.
Well, they don't let people just go in there.
Oh yeah, Brandon said he was with Coach a couple of weeks ago. Mo Better Boxing Gym, baby. Okay, yeah, we got to go get the Mo Better on. Shoot, I like that. That's what's up. What time? Got you what time? Okay, yeah, just hit me up, bro. We'll set it up. You know, maybe next week we can get you on here or whatever. So I'll send you the link now if you got your email. Okay. Oh man, yeah, Rigo got you. Yeah, Rigo. Yeah, we'll talk about a little bit about that. I forgot about that. I had to add that to the subject. Yes, indeed. AKA said my take is he lost. Okay, that's all he got to say about Chris Colbert. Then okay, we can move on from Chris Colbert then. All right, here it is. Josh Taylor. Yeah, man. The bottle of Irish whiskey. man. You talk about another surprise yesterday. I could, I to the point, man. I said to myself, I wasn't even watching the fight because, matter of fact, we were just getting on Bason's channel, and I was just like, yeah, they're gonna fight, but that dude ain't got a shot. It's going business. Even I was cocky that he just had it in the bag, man. Had it in the bag. And then I was listening to I went to cook something, and I heard the blue blood was like, man, Josh Taylor down. Josh, I said, what? Huh? I ran to the TV, hurry up, put that sucker on, man. I'm like, what is going on today? This is a wild day of boxing for sure, man. But it just go to show you, man. Here was a guy that everybody in the boxing world was giving all these accolades, and he's a dog, and he's this, and Josh Taylor, he did it the right way. He this and that, and the third and the fourth. Okay, all right, respect to the man. And then he goes right out there after the accolades. He gets all the belts. He gets all the trinkets. He's the man. Everybody like, yay, we got him. He's undisputed. He's undisputed. Now that you done achieved that, now you got to keep that. It's a whole new ball game, man. And everybody's coming to knock you off. But you the king of the hill, And, I've been saying to people, for the last couple of years, I was like, man, well, why he never gave Regis Prograis a rematch? Because that fight was so close, and if that fight was in the States, he might not have came out on top on that. That's how, close that, this undisputed could have been something else. If just that one thing went another way. But hey, hey, he fight this guy goes in there. And then that guy at the end of the fight, he was tired. He had nothing. I'm like, man, look at this dude, man. Finish the job. When I tuned in, you just dropped this dude. And then I'm seeing you fade now. What you fade now for? You supposed to get stronger. But that's the way it go, man. What was your take on that, Coach?
Actually, I didn't get to see it because I was at some pro fights. So I was listening to some people talk about it, and they were going off on the clubhouse thing. They were going off, and I was like, man, I'm missing something good. But as a matter of fact, you know what? As a matter of fact, I guess it was a fight before that fight, and it was like two little guys. I think 115-pound fighters. They were saying this was the fight of the year. I don't know if you saw that, but they were. They were going crazy, man. I'm talking about on the clubhouse. Everybody was going berserk, and I was like, man, I done missed something. I done missed something.
That was Anguilla and Martinez at Fort yesterday.
Did you see that one?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
It was that bad? It was that good?
It was a good fight. I felt like Anguilla was winning it early, and then all of a sudden it seemed like he kind of wore, and he started to get stationary. When he was more active and mobile, and he was shooting that right hand and 1-2 down the middle, he was catching. He always left him with something. One to the body, something to the head. He was always one more punch ahead of the guy. Like every time they exchange, he would leave something before they stopped when they reset. But then all of a sudden it changed, and dude just kept coming, and then he was just basically keeping pace at that point. And that's when it kind of changed over, man. But it was a good fight. Yeah. And who said and Martinez was beating and Kajev. Yeah, man, them names be killing me sometimes. I'll be struggling, but I try to work them. Yeah, that was a good one, man. But yeah, Josh Taylor, man, and then he took the win, and yeah, I know I should have won, and all this stuff, and the guy, it's like, is it gonna be a rematch, man? Nobody want to see that again, man. But don't say nothing about when it comes to Bud Crawford. Be quiet. Just be quiet and move along. Just move along. When somebody start talking about Bud Crawford, just get out of the room. Don't even talk about that. Ain't no need. But let them know too, man. I'm different. Ain't no joke. After that, right there, you don't want none of that action. I give Bud hell, but you don't want none of that. You don't want none of that, my man. I tell you. But we'll see what happens next, man. I don't know who's the next move. They were saying something about maybe Bud. Um, I don't know Tiafimo, which I ain't big on Tiafimo no way. Be quite honest with you. Yeah, I think he was a little overrated. But we'll see what happens. You never know how these guys regroup and retool and come back and rededicate themselves to the sport, because you got to do that. You got to start back ground zero now. You can't go on accolades and I did all this and I did that. Don't mean nothing no more. This is a brand new slate.
I think T.O. will be back. I'm telling you, he'll definitely be back.
Okay. Yes, indeed. AKA says Pacquiao's fighter got pieced up. Yeah, he lost that title last night for sure. Definitely did that, man. Yeah, but but Josh Taylor did, at the end came back on a little bit and tried to clean it up a little bit. The referee was on some other stuff though, man. They took a point from his opponent for holding.
Yeah, that was I didn't get it. I mean, he just put his arm around his neck and kind of leaned him a little bit, but then the very next round, the other guy was doing it. He ain't do nothing.
He ain't take nothing out of that.
I understand that, but then he surprised me because then he took a point away from Josh Taylor. Remember the bell rung and he tapped the guy in the stomach and he took a point away. I was like, man, this guy's tripping.
Man, he want everybody to know he's here. I'm here. They fighting, but I'm right here. See me high. We don't supposed to know you there, man. Somebody got to tell this guy. Yeah, but that was okay fight though, man. He got that. We'll see where he goes next, but hey man, he fumbled. Is it the accolades and everything that didn't got him? Like Marvin Hagler say, it's hard to get up and train when you're sleeping in satin sheets. So it could be part of that. So we'll see how he does, man. Like everybody had him pegged. Like I say, he's a dog and this and that and third. So we'll see what happens next. But I still want to see that Regis Prograis rematch, because I feel like Regis been kind of left to the side, man. People really kind of not really, giving that brother the respect, as much as he should have, man. He should be a factor in this thing, but he's not really there yet, and that's shameful. So we'll see what goes on there. But
Black Star. I think Taylor said something about he might be moving up because he said he was having weight problems.
No, he just stayed the hell away from 147.
Yeah, he said he was having weight problems.
Yeah,
he hurt his leg or something, and that it was hard for him to run, and he didn't make weight like he wanted to make.
You better be the next Victor Post. I'll stay right there where he at 140, because he come to 147, them boys gonna eat him up. I'm sorry.
Do you think Prograis and T.O. meet up at 140 now? Says T.O. moving up.
Say it again.
The Richard Prograis and T.O. Fimo Lopez meet up. Says he moving up to 140.
Oh,
T.O.
Yeah, I would love to see that. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one right there. I think he would take him. I really do.
That's a big fight.
Yeah, it'd be a good test for T.O. If I'm wrong about him and he wins that fight. That's a damn good test to get yourself back acclimated, get your spirits lifted and the confidence back up to go in there and say, well, I'm gonna fight Josh Taylor or somebody else now. That would be good for him if he can pull it out. But if you're not up to the par of all the accolades you've been getting, then you probably gonna get handled and set in your place. Like I feel like it would happen, but who knows? You don't know till they fight. But hey, let's see.
Didn't he go for new trainer?
Who? T.O.
I heard
something about that. I heard he was out working with what is his name? The Canelo, out there with Canelo and what's his name?
Man, everybody wants
Reynoso. There you go.
Come on, man. Every Mexican dude every Latino dude want to go fight with Reynoso. Come on, man. He gonna teach you a left hook. That's what he gonna teach you. That's I don't mean to be disrespectful, nothing like that. He's a great trainer. He deserved trainer of the year. Some of the years he get it, especially last year, because this guy got undisputed. Went through four fights in 1 year. That I could understand that. I could give him that one. But for me, the whole style that he's out here supposedly training these guys to do, to me is very basic. It's simple. It's not anything complicated. There's nothing that's going to come out the moon that's going to be there like, oh, I'm so in shock. It's going to be your natural talent. You have to have strong will, strong chin, a powerful punch, and if you got that and you can be persistent, you can excel at that style. Any fighter can do that if you definitely have the will inside you, you can be effective in that style. But to go out there and be something that I would classify as great, you need a little more than that. Like look at Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran can do that. But Roberto Duran can back out. He can jab you. He can move. He can slip punches. He can do things that's going to be more complicated and not so easy. Look how he did Iran Barkley in his older age. I mean, I could not believe that he won that fight. Could not believe it, man. But hey, that's a great fighter. He was the hands of stone. That was the reputation. And he backed that sucker up. No doubt about it. So I don't want to make light of it like it's nothing, but to me, it's easier to train a fighter to fight like that than it is to, man, when you do it, watch your right hand, keep this up a little high, do like this, move over here, shake like this. When you set them up for this, do it this way. That it's a lot more complicated, more calculating to do, more of the style that we're used to seeing fighters fight. It's more of a special thing to see a guy bait you into something, you do it, he counter you and catch you clean and drop you. That's like, it's like, whoa, he catch a man. Oh man, he slipped him. Oh wow. That's what excites me about the sport of boxing. But everybody's saying that Reynoso, man. We'll see how the magic flow. We'll see if it translates to that. Because he got Canelo, the cash cow, and all that good stuff, and they riding high right now. We'll see how that really weighs out over time as far as him being this great trainer, because I don't know. But I'll tell you this, if you want a left hook, if you want to know how to throw that one, then you need to go see Reynoso. I'll send you there myself. to me. But we'll see, what happens with that too as well, man. But let's move on to Gary Antoine Russell, man, last night. Yeah, man. I know AK got something to say about this, man. I wish your mic was working so I can get you on so you can get it off, bro. I know. And I was proud of the brother last night, man. He went in there and passed the test, kept his knockout streak alive and going against a crafty veteran, strong chin, will. It was a real strong, respectable test for a guy at this stage of his career, with both guys, positions in their careers being considered. And I know they thought that the fight was stopped a little early last night. I don't think so, because to me, he was hurt and then he moved to run away. That's surrender to me. You didn't surrender. If somebody catch you and you rock on, you turn, you try to get away, and the referee was like, "It's over." So to me, I thought that was legit. He stayed on him, he stayed in him, and he took all the chances. He kept jumping in there. He had the opportunity to catch him with a jab, a right hand, anything coming in, because he was going to have to come in all night, and he knew that. But he couldn't capitalize on it like that to the degree that he needed to. Every now and then he would land something, of course. For guys they're easy to hit, you got to be able to touch them at some point. But he couldn't keep him off, man. He couldn't slow him down, and he couldn't discourage him enough to slow the young buck down to where he could contain him. So, hey, shout out to him, man.
Black Star Sports TV. I think that the fight was stopped too soon. I don't think the referee should have stopped it, but I do think that that was the perfect match for Antoine, the perfect step up for him. And and I think at the end he stated also that this is step up, and he's looking for another step up, and I think he did well, but I think that they do need to go back to the gym and work on a couple of things, and I know that his father his father's gonna tell him what he needs to work on, because Gary is that type of person. He's not satisfied. He's not going to be satisfied, with just the win or just the stoppage. He's going to tell his son, yeah, good job, but guess what? We going back.
Yeah.
We coming back stronger. So
yeah. And look at the difference in his corner
for Antoine.
Yeah. And the difference in his corner as opposed to the other fighter I was talking about previously, Chris Colbert's corner. Gary and them like, look, man, you got to go out there. You got to do like this. There was urgency. There was no let up. There was no easy coast now. No, you got to get that right hand. You got to do the left hand. They giving him something that he going in here with. He ain't going in there just going in and do it. They giving him some specifics to work with, and he taking it. And you'll see him in that round start to implement that and be successful. And then they kept doing it every round. They never let up, even the last round. Man, you got to go out there. Yeah, you got to get him, man. You got to get him out of there. Yeah, good one, dude. And he looking like, okay. But he take it and going out there. Never got tired. Never looked weary. Never looked discouraged. Just kept coming and going and implementing his game plan and enforcing it, man. I mean, I was like, look at this, man. He never been past 6 rounds. Never. He went 10 with no problem. Could have went 12. It looked like he didn't look like he was tired.
Well, their work. If you ever seen them work out, man, you would say, man, these people crazy. I'm telling you, I seen them. I'm like, man, what in the world? Oh, man, they ain't gonna never get out. They ain't gonna never get tired. I don't care who they go against. They ain't gonna the way they train. They ain't gonna never promise. I promise you, they ain't gonna never get tired.
Yeah, I ain't never seen Gary get tired.
He got a regimen that's out of this world.
They stay in that gym, man, constantly working. They the consummate boxers, and I think Gary Russell's gonna be a hell of a trainer too, man. If he decided to go that route after his, he stopped fighting, man, because he do a really good job in the corner with his brother. Give good advice. Tell him, hey, look, man, you watch your right hand, doing like this. That's what I need. I need that. I can't see everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can see. They can see, and they on the same. They got that same lingo. They understand. They're on the same page. They understand.
Oh yeah, man. I was proud of them, man. Hey, but salute to the watcher in the building, man. Salute to you, good brother. I sent you the link, man. If you got some time, you always welcome, good brother, for sure. Yeah, man. But I was pretty happy about that. I think, like you say, it was a perfect step up fight for him. I tell you one thing: anybody else that's roaming around that weight class, they gotta be like, look, man. Look, if they call us, don't answer the phone. I'm busy, man. My mama calling me. I gotta go. She made some my mama biscuits. Remember Martin say my mama biscuit. My mama biscuit. You don't want none of that, man. And and that's the thing about him. You can't classify him as just a brawler or a boxer. You know what I'm saying? He's real crafty. But if he hit you, he can hurt you. So it's like, man, how do you tackle this guy, man? This is complicated here. You gotta know what you're doing. Ain't just anybody gonna be able to go in there and do something with him. I mean, here this Victor Postile, and how do we know him? Because Bud Crawford talk about him every 3 days. Victor Postal. I'm so tired of hearing about Bud beating Victor Postal. I don't never want to hear that again. He can't, from this day on, he can't use that no more with me.
Black Stars, Antoine, he showed, man, I didn't know his hands were that fast. He's got some super fast hands. Yeah. You saw the combination, but then he'll switch. He'll throw the I don't know how many points. It must have been like 6. Must have been 6 punches, quick, and then he come back with one hard one. Boom.
Yes.
I think he for his when he's stepping up, I think you're gonna have to settle down a little bit more rather than throwing those so fast punches. Because I saw many a times he was throwing it, and they were kind of like they weren't on point.
Okay. So his base wasn't set good.
Yeah, he needs to settle down just a little bit, and then make sure his punches, land. Be a little bit more accurate with his punch. But when he go into the body and stuff, man, it was awesome. The body attack was awesome, whether it was straight shot or whether he was digging. Mm-hmm. And he's got everything. He can do it. He can move. He can. He offense and defensively, he's got it all.
Exactly. And it was either the 7th or the 8th round that I saw, and I was like, man, he really impressed me because one thing about him, he's not predictable either because he had Victor in front of him. He hit Victor with a left hook. The crowd go, oh. Then he come right back and hit him one to the body. Then they jab him to the face. Then boom, hit him with the right one. Bop. Oh, it's something different coming. He's not hitting you with the same thing. No, he mixing it up. and catching him and scoring. That I mean, I'm like hitting solid shots. The guy by say he stopped using that hook, pops on right on him, and a minute he fixed it. Yeah, because he was landing scoring some nice solid blows, man. But he had to work for it though. He had to come in, he had to commit, and he had to put himself in harm's way in order to get it. So he gambled. He had to gamble, and he did it. Because Victor looked huge in there, man. He was almost a half foot taller than him in there. I'm like, damn, that dude that big. He looked skinny as hell before he walked in the ring. All of a sudden, he came up, man. But that was a great test, man. But who would you like to see him fight next?
That's what I was definitely wondering. Who should he fight next? And you know what? I'm thinking of Regis Prograis.
You Prograis?
I'm thinking of Regis Prograis. I think he can handle that. I mean, that's the next step up.
I don't doubt. He looked ready to me. He's ready to jump in there for sure.
I think he can do it, man. I really do. I think he can do it, and and then after that, I think he might be ready for a title shot.
Hey,
I mean, I don't know. It's going to be up to his team, but to what his father and his brothers say. His team. I can't tell his team what to do, but that's something that I would like to see, and I think that that he can handle it, and it would allow him to grow even more.
Oh yeah, that would. I mean, because Regis could use that fight too, man. That's a good scrap for sure, man. I like that, man. Yeah, I think that's about the perfect one, man. I think you hit it out the box on that, man. Let's set this thing up. Salute to my brother Reggie Owens in the building, man. Good to see you, good brother Reggie. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Reggie, got some time? I'll send you a link, good brother. And we got my good brother the Watcher all the way from Australia in the building. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. I got my friend Gambosos here. You want to say hi or no? I'm kidding. Yeah. What are we talking about? I just caught you quickly.
We were talking about Gary Antoine Russell.
Gary Antoine Russell. Yeah, I saw that fight.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was good. I had questions like why he took this fight, because it was a risk for him, this fight. I mean, I know Postol was not the fighter he used to be back in, maybe 2016 or 2017, but, probably the biggest guy he fought, the guy with the most boxing acumen. Also a guy with passion, man. I mean, what's going on over there in the Ukraine, that was probably what Victor Postol had in his mind. So the mental fortitude for him to even step in the ring, I respect that. And for Gary to get in there with someone like that is for a young cat like that, I mean, man, it was good. I do feel like there were times where he was using his athleticism more than his jab, and I thought though overall it was good. The stoppage, it probably is debatable. I didn't think it was going to get stopped in that moment, but I was kind of like, oh wow, they stopped it. But it is what it is. But I liked the performance. I thought it was good.
Yeah, to show staying power like that and not getting weary, because that's really the biggest test. You got a crafty veteran fighter out there who fought big and used the most out of his height and reach, because he kept backing away and moving to the side and making him have to reach to touch him. And he did it consistently throughout the whole fight. And Young Buck passed the test, man. He took a few lumps now. I don't think he got out unscathed. He had little Cro-Magnon man looking going on right there.
Yeah.
But he was able to hang in there and get the victory, man. So he grinded it out, and that says a lot about him, because never going past 6 rounds before, and and even the fact that you just was able to hurt past Postol, I mean, for however long, is an accomplishment. Especially when you got to chase the guy down to get him where you want to get him, and then land it and do that. So that's pretty impressive, man. But I think Coach got the right next step though. Regis Prograde, man. Let's get it signed up, man. I'm ready for that. I'm hyped on that.
He can beat him because Regis is he admires his work far too much, dude. You know, especially like if he hurts someone, it's gonna be a bit difficult for Regis to deal with that. You know, that pressure. And again, you're fighting against a younger guy who you know, has got an abundance of energy. I mean, he's gonna be, you know, not reckless, but he'll be on you for sure. So I mean, if he can get that fight, man, that would be something. Because I remember when Regis Prograde, remember he was calling out Adrian Broner, he was, you know, calling him all sorts of names. Well, I mean, this is here, you know, so, you know, it takes two to tango.
Exactly. And hey, man, I like to see it. I think it's a great matchup, a great scrap. It'd be something nice to watch. And plus, Regis needs something, man, because I just hate how his career is just kind of just lagging there, man. You know, it's a shame, man. I mean, a guy that fights a guy to that, I always felt like it should have been a rematch. I mean, that was a hell of a fight, him and Josh Taylor, man. And you know, a trilogy out of that would have been nice to have, you know.
Well, I mean, yeah, Josh Taylor is my perception of him now has definitely changed. I mean, you know, he's talking all that crap about Tank as well. You know, I thought Catterall would give him good. When they were doing the gloves are off, Catterall was like, from the outside, I will beat you. And I believed him because I saw Catterall box before. And Taylor's just, he looks one-dimensional in that fight. So, I mean, I thought Regis just could have pressed him a bit more in that fight, you know, but I'm not going to act here and say it was a domination. Josh Taylor didn't dominate that dude. Like some people make it out to be.
It could have went either way. I felt like, you know, and I didn't have a problem with Josh winning, but I just wanted to see it again.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see it again, man. And then it's like, you know, if that don't happen, then how come Regis hasn't got Ramirez or somebody next, you know, or something like, you know what I mean? Because that's another big fight out there that can make another big fight with somebody out there that we can add to the, you know, to the menu, you know, because we always in the lookout for new fights, you know. So, you know, I like to see that happen. Okay, let me see. Yeah, man. Gotta get used to these comments again, man. You know, it's kind of weird, man. I appreciate everybody, you know, for showing love and checking us out today, man. I think I might keep this time every week now. I think I might do that, guys. So on Sundays, man, at 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern, you know, look out for your boy Black Star. Let me see. Picasso shouting everybody out. Way better version of Sean Taylor. Let's see what Picasso says. Should rematch Regis? Yeah, I think so. That could be because I don't think the Bud Crawford fight gonna happen now. But then you never know. You never know because that's right up Bud's alley. I'm gonna leave Bud alone, man. They gonna come here looking for me, man.
The hunting squad.
They gonna come looking for me. But yeah, man. That was, you know, a good fight though yesterday, man. I was pleasantly surprised, you know. I almost missed the Josh Taylor, you know, but because I just knew Josh was gonna win that thing, man. I was like, oh, Josh, he gonna dog walk him. He gonna handle.
Once they said 114, 113, I was like, oh yeah, they got to give it to him because like there's just no way it could have been that close. So I thought if they're gonna give that much for Taylor, they'll read out another scorecard for Jack, and then the next one will be for Taylor. So you know, I mean, you know what? It's not even disappointing anymore. It's just an expectation now. It's like you expect this sort of thing now, you know?
Exactly. You know, but, you know, Josh Taylor, you know, at home, you know, I mean, the whole nation is excited about him. You know, that victory means something to them people. And you can tell when they announced him as the winner, everybody's, I was kind of jealous. I was like, damn, man, we need to be like that, you know? Fight fans has got to get like that. He should be passionate, you know. Oh yeah, you know. I mean, you got to take your hat off to him, man. I mean, if you're a fighter, I'm gonna kill somebody for these people. I'm gonna knock it. Anybody see Friday the 13th? It was a part 10. Jason Takes Manhattan, and the boxer came up at him, and Jason said, "Wow!" Knock his head clean off across it. Man, I thought that was the funniest thing I
Yeah, I didn't get to see it. I don't watch those type of movies, so I didn't get to see that.
Man, that was comedy. That's all I tell you.
Yeah. That's scary stuff. I can't watch that stuff. Not that I'm scared. I just don't want to mess my dreams up.
You get nightmares. Yeah, they will follow you in your dreams.
No,
Now,
not nightmares. Just weird dreams. I don't dream that weird stuff. I dream normal stuff, and if I put some stuff like that in my head, I'll be dreaming all types of stuff.
That's so true, man. Now we gotta talk about this because this is a controversial subject for some people. But Errol Spence and Ugas going down in April. Now everybody's talking. The talk this week is why Earl go 50-50 with Ugas. Why he didn't do that with Bud. 50-50, 50-50. Here's the subject matter. Here it is. You know, and I know the watcher got an opinion on this one.
Oh, well, to be honest, I heard BFGB talk about it a bit, but I never saw like the news break about like I'm not about the I'm only about like the numbers when the other side is really giving it that good talk. But is Spence actually giving Ugas 50-50 or is it just hearsay? Because I didn't really see anything.
That's the thing though. It hasn't really been totally confirmed, at least as far as I know. But there were some reports saying that it was supposed to be a 50-50 split. But I can't validate it right now, you know, because I don't know if it's too early or what, but soon enough we should know though. But I mean, it's like those guys sat down and negotiated. For one, I have never seen Bud Crawford sit down to negotiate with Errol Spence in the first place. So how you gonna get 50-50 if you're not even gonna sit down and let's talk about it? But you do come out and say, well, that man wants to fight as much as I want to fight. Then why we ain't got to fight, man? That's what I want to talk about. Why we not had to fight? But I ain't worried about it because I knew how it was going to go. I knew back in 2018. You know why? Because Errol the Truth Spence told everybody, I'm going to go over here. I'm taking everybody's belt. When I get done, I'm coming for yours. And told you to your face. There ain't no doubt about that. That was told. Nobody can dispute that. He told you next. So the people say, well, we don't know what's going to happen next. No, I already know because he told you what he was going to do. And he's been doing exactly like that. He told Al Heyman, line him up, I'm knocking him down. Day one. And that's what he's been doing. So he got a plan. He's fulfilling his plan. So if he take care of Ugas, who next? He can't say nobody else because if he do, I'm going to be right back on here talking mad trash about Bud, Errol Spence.
You gotta flip your SHIT. That's what I can say.
Hell yeah. You told me back in 2018, and I've been telling everybody, oh, no, Earl said and Earl gonna do it. You ain't gonna make me eat no crow without me getting on here and giving you the business. You gonna get it.
Nah, it ain't 50. It ain't 50-50. They've looked at an article on Boxing News 24. They said it's a 50-50 affair in terms of the competition of it. So they twisted that to make out like he's actually giving him 50-50, but it's not. Yeah. But I will say, Ugas did ask for 50-50 last year.
Yeah. I mean,
Black Star.
Yes.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it now. It's saying like the total payouts is $5 million for Errol Spence Jr. and $2.5 million for your Dennis Ugas. But the pay-per-view shares are 50% for Errol Spence and 50% for your Dennis Ugas. Guaranteed purse is $1.5 million for Errol Spence, and guaranteed purse for your Dennis Ugas is $1 million. But they said the total payout is $5 million for Earl and $2.5 million for Ugas. That's what I'm reading.
I don't have a problem with that. It's their money.
I ain't hear you watch it. Say it one time, bro.
I said, I don't have a problem with that. It's their money at the end of the day, you know.
Yeah, you got them on. Yeah, both boxes. Yeah, but hey, man. I mean, whatever they agree to, they agree to. I just want to fight. So.
Yeah, I mean, Crawford's once again just putting Jamel's name in his mouth. It's just like, are we going to do this or are we not going to do this?
Man, it's been a lot of capping going on in boxing the last couple of years. Well, since the pandemic, it really got turned up. And Bud has been really just, he ain't got no think, thought, wish, could even hope to try to get in the ring with no Jermell Charlo. It did, man. I say go for it, man. Just go ahead. Don't worry about Earl. Jump on in there. Go ahead. You bad, man. You number one pound for pound, right? Go on there and get it, man. Go on there and get it. I'll give you 6 rounds for they carrying your ass up out.
You know how much leverage it'd have over Errol if he got that win?
Yeah, exactly.
A ton.
It would shapeshift. It would shapeshift immediately after that fight. Yeah.
Like, what is the point in like, man, Josh Taylor versus Crawford is not a competitive fight. Terence Crawford easily beats him at this point. And like, all Josh Taylor will do is fight dirty. He chucks elbows in there, dude. Like, and forearms and everything. Like, come on.
Every left hook landed flush. He could not get away from that left hook for nothing in the world yesterday. Yeah. I was like, what the hell is wrong with him? Don't he, his corner, nobody ain't say, look, man, put that right there hand up or something.
Hey, man, I swear Crawford will break his face worse than what Catterall and Regis did.
But could it be this, though, Watcher? Could it be the fact that, now that he done ascended to the top, he undisputed now, and he done got up there and ate the grapes and, he had the dancing girls and all that stuff, the big check, the money, the accolades and everything now, man. I mean, where's the hunger and all that? I mean, it really don't exist now, you right? So,
well, this is what I talk about. I say you got to maintain it. Bernard Hopkins did it, and several others have done it. And there's no excuse. They have to maintain that professionalism and that desire. Exactly. They got to do it. Because this is not something to play around with at all. This is no joke.
Yeah, boxing is serious business, man, for real. Ceriso, my brother, you still there, good brother?
Yes, sir. I'm still here.
Okay, man. Yeah, I don't want to forget about you, man. Keep you in this thing too, brother.
I'm in the loop.
Input as well.
My man, what's up, brother?
Yes, indeed. What was your thoughts on the Gary Antoine Russell fight?
He pressed him from the first round, 1 round to the 10th, first round to the end, and he in order to, I see good defensive placement, good discipline with his style set, going to the body, going to the head, trying to get what he got. He got it. He got what he wanted to get. A stoppage. I thought the stoppage was fairly. I thought he should have let it keep going. As I keep saying, like, it's not an amateur match. These are pros, and let Antoine finish him off if that's what they want. But the referee didn't want to do so. So respectfully, you got to respect that. So it was a stoppage, and
yeah, that's true, man. And it was a pretty good showing, man. Now, well, actually, some more news really is Victor Ortiz is calling out Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. So Young Buck trying to jump the line, man. He calling on the big dogs, man. And I applaud him for it, man. I like Virgil Ortiz. I think Ortiz is going to do a lot better.
He called out Boots. He called out Boots as well. You heard him say that, right? He called out Boots.
Now it's time to call the bluff. Now that's got to get made to me.
Man, that man calling out a bunch of fights y'all know ain't gonna get made. That man.
There you go. He in the building now. All
That
right,
man,
go and
that
get
man,
to it, man. I know you've been itching to get it off, man. Go and
that
do your
man in
thing.
witness protection, just like Ryan Garcia. That man in witness protection. He ain't fighting nobody, man. He probably fight a plumber next.
Oh man. Yeah, he put it out there, man. So I guess he's trying to get some attention. You know, Boots is getting a lot of it lately. So I figure he must say to himself, I gotta do something to get the spotlight back over here. But the remedy to me is, man, hey, him and Boots in there. I mean, that's a huge fight. Both
Oscar not making that fight, man. Oscar, listen, man. Look at Jaime Munguia. Look at Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Oscar ain't putting no fight together no more. I don't know, man. That Canelo move got him scared, man.
Yeah, he don't want to lose no more guys.
You know what I'm saying?
He holding on with 2 or 3 with Virgil Ortiz, the best he got now.
And after last night, Boots, Virgil, all of them need to make sure they ready for whoever they fight next and make sure they sharp. You know what I mean? Lay around, let what happened last night be a reoccurring thing now. They better be tight. They better tighten up.
Yeah. Yeah, they gotta stay on their P's and Q's, man. It's a real deal here. One mistake, man, can cost you greatly for your whole career. That one major victory that you needed, that you let go because you made that one mistake at that crucial point in time, and rest of your life you gotta look in the mirror and say, "Dang, man, I would have had that if I just had did this."
Some of them are on thin ice. Let me tell you. Like Virgil got in trouble in his last fight. Giron keeps getting hit with the same shot in his fights now. These guys got to sharpen up because it's only a matter of time. The competition can only get better. Well, I mean, there'll be some soft touches still. But once you just hit a little bit more of a level, that's when you got to be laser focused. Like last night with that little that irrelevant dude Colbert. He was talking all that good stuff, and he just went on the ropes, hid in the corner, covered up, and he was cowardly in the fight. Really, he was.
Yeah. He never got mad and was like, "I gotta go in here and kick this dude's ass." He never got.
I knew that kid when he was 17 years old, and I remember he was asking his coach for money, and his coach was like, "Oh, what do you need money for?" And he's like, "Oh, I need it for this, I need it for that." The whole way, he's a big Mayweather fan back then as well. Wow. A big Adrian Broner fan. And now look at how it's turned out. You'd be kicking yourself.
Yeah. Unbelievable, man. I really was shocked to see how bad he did. I thought, he was a decent up and coming fighter, and I expected him to be, especially when knowing that he was supposed to fight for a world title that night. And that he was going to be ready when he came in there, and he didn't show no signs of it at all.
I remember you were talking about him and Devin Haney. I was thinking, nah, no way, Jose. No way.
Nah, he got to keep quiet when he hear them names. And stuff like that.
I got a question for the panel, though, especially Coach. I got a question for y'all. Now, we see that he quit last night, right? But at the same time, do you think it was smart? Because guess he was trying to not end up getting knocked out. So he figured, let me just go ahead and concede to the L and come back and fight another fight. Do you think he should have pressed and got knocked out? I mean,
he needed to do something desperate because the fight was already lost around 8-9. It was pretty.
He already conceded. What I'm saying is he already conceded to the L. You could tell by body language he was just trying to get to the 12. So he's conceding to the L. But I guess in his mind, you should be getting knocked out too.
Yeah.
But see, I agree with you, AK. But he shouldn't have opened his mouth in the first place. I mean, if you can't back it up, don't talk it. He talked all that big stuff, and now guess what? If he would have fought, he probably would have got knocked out. Remember, that guy had 14 fights. That guy had 10 knockouts. So he had something he got something on them punches, and he went down one time. And
man, did you see it?
I'll tell you a couple of times. I think he was out. I think he was out. He was fighting because he got hard. But I think a couple of times while he was fighting, he was out.
Man, and it was fitting the way that he got dropped because after talking all that stuff and wearing that skirt in the ring, he got his whole skirt turned up. I don't know what they wearing that old stuff for anyway, man.
I'm telling you, these guys, they watch Adrian Broner and Mayweather far too much.
Yeah.
They watch it. You know what the difference between Colbert and Broner was? When they lost, when Broner fought Maidana, Broner actually fought back. And he actually showed he still showed a little bit of skill in that fight. He was getting beat all around the ring. Mm-hmm. Now, Colbert didn't need to get in a tear-up with this guy. He still, could have maybe boxed him up from the outside. He's faster. He's, quicker hand speed and everything. But, at the end of the day, this guy is a coward rat. I was very happy that he lost. Talked all that shit, excuse my French, but he talked all that crap about Deontay, a guy that he was looking up to back in 2015. And now you got embarrassed. And you lost that number one position now. So, sucks for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he fell down the mountain. Now you got to climb back up again. That's
make sure you keep Tank's name out of your mouth as well, because that's another name mentioned. This is dangerous waters that you're against. I'm telling you, go back to the drawing board, get it right, and that be that.
That's for sure, man.
It's embarrassing, dude. It is embarrassing.
And like I was saying, my wife said just before the fight, when he was in the back getting ready to come out, she looked at me and said, "You know what? He gonna get his ass kicked." I said, he's pretty good. I think he's gonna go out there and he's supposed to fight for a title tonight. He should be ready to go. I think he's gonna do well. He goes in there and from the ding, nothing. I challenge anybody to go find a 10-second clip of him winning any 10 seconds, consecutive 10-second span where he's actually winning in the round.
Maybe 5 seconds. But
I was looking for it heavily. Like, man, come on. I mean, I don't see no signs of it. He was fighting flat-footed. He stood still. He was standing straight up. The guy was just winging on him. He just dared to be hit. And the guy said, "Okay, well, I'm hit you." And shit, he sure did that.
Well, I tell you this. It's a good thing, at least for other young fighters coming up, to know that you should not do this ever. Yeah. Like Devin Haney was playing with fire in his last fight. I remember I was doing the commentary and you were in my chat, which I appreciate. But
yes, sir.
Again, like these young guys, they got to stop worrying about how hard they can bang out and how hard they can hit. They need to stick to their strengths, box people up. Just box them. If that is what you're good at, do it. Don't worry about power and how big your muscles are and this and that. It's the boxing. That will get it done.
Yeah. They letting guys con them into it. If all you can do is walk forward and throw hooks all day, that's what you want the guy across from you to do. Because he's going to be easy to hit. You don't want him to move around. Oh, I need you to be stationary. You can't punch. That's what it is. You can't punch. And then you listening to him. Okay, I can't. I'm going to stand right here and punch with you. Okay, that's what he wants you to do. Because now he can touch you. And you got to be smart enough to understand that. You can't be psyched out about it. Like, man, I ain't worried about all that. I'm going to beat you. And you leave it right there. I'm going to beat you. What does that mean? I won. I win. This is boxing. We can't forget that. The things that separate boxing from that. Because, boxing evolved from the bare knuckles and brawling and all that. And it evolved into a sophisticated sport called boxing. The sweet science was developed. That's ascending to a higher level. That's what you should be pursuing. If you're not, anybody, you can kill any two people off the street and say, look, step forward like this, throw this like that, step forward. Okay, you can show them that day one. They can, the whole career, just off that, what you just said right there. Very basic. Nothing real complicated about it. You can mix up the combination of punches, but that's pretty much all you're working with from after that. So I don't know why, nowadays so much has been given to who's coming forward and who's, and he's dictating that. And if you backing up, it's perceived as you're giving up something. But if you back up in a calculated way, you can back up to set up something to where he can come forward and you can catch him, and then, you see. So it's all about being crafty too. Crafty is really it's a lot of good stuff happening there if you can be crafty, you know.
I was gonna you made great points there. I was gonna ask. I know we're not the biggest fans of these two, but you know, Fury and White is official. How do you see it going?
Man, I tell you, you know, the Fury is either going to just wash him, or this could just be, you know, some fluke where just, you know, because he was the guy that had Wilder's number, you know, it just the one guy that had his number. It's just like somehow he was just one step ahead, you know. Could this be the same for him, you know, because, you know, he's been dropped by, you know, lighter guys, you know. I guess there's an outside shot that he got a little shot, and I guess we got to consider that if they're going to get in the ring together. But I don't really count on it. I wouldn't, you know. I guess I would put a little money on it because you can get a lot if he does do it, you know. But I ain't gonna put enough to hurt myself. You know what I'm saying? It's a shot at the dark, man. But I don't know. I really don't think much of Dillian White, so it's kind of hard to really endorse him. And I feel weird even trying to do it, you know. But you know, if it's a case where Fury is let his mind get corrupted and he fall off, and you know he back at the burger barn, and you know he hitting them lines of coke and doing things that's going to really be contradicted, then maybe he open up this the ability to be upset. But straight up, I don't think Dillian White can beat him.
I think Dillian can beat him. I followed this guy since like 2012. I know a lot about him. He used to be a kickboxer, and he still throws punches like he's a kickboxer, especially his right cross and his right hook. He still does it. Again, like Brandon said, you know, he can work the body, which is his specialty, getting on the inside. The thing that White does a lot is he bends to his right a bit, and when you do that, it will give Fury the opportunity to start that leaning BS, because that's how he gets people tired. He gets people tired that way. And what does Dillian do in almost every fight? Gas out in about 3 to 4 rounds. If you gas out against Fury, he'll probably just maul you, and White won't have much to do with it. However, if White plays it smart and is able to nullify it, because again, he's got experience in that clinch department. He's got a lot of experience. He's strong. Then he can make something happen. I just think that a lot of White's best punches require a lot of space. That hook that he throws where he catches it and counters it, Fury will smother that probably. You know, his overhand right. Dillian needs space for that. And he's not really a better boxer than Steve Cunningham. I think White has to really punish him to the body in order to get some sort of respect. If Fury fights dirty, he should fight dirty back. White is a great body puncher. You know, he's pretty good there. But, you know, I saw him on the other day on Instagram lifting weights, and I'm like, you know what, man? I just don't think this guy is going to be in the right condition for this fight. I just really don't. He just lifts way too many weights. I don't know what his obsession with this is, but this is how he got tired in the Povetkin fight. He's like, I need to lift weights. That will get you gassed so quickly.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I think White can do it. But he makes too many fundamental mistakes, and he gets tired so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a terrible chin.
Yeah, but you know, I had to say I'm kind of interested in seeing it, you know, so I guess that has to mean something. But I don't know. Dillian White, that's why I like to hear guys like my brother Watcher and Troy Graham, and they get to talking about Dillian White. Y'all talk to me. Brother Brandon over here says White has a chance. He's big enough to work the body. So, hey, you know, because it's good odds on him. So I'm thinking if I can put a little cheese down, if I can make a little something out of Dillian White, you know, I might ease up on it, bro. Brandon says Fury can't lean that low and tie up the arms without having to really bend down and not be able to protect.
Yeah, I can see your angle, but it's not just about like the arms. Like he doesn't just get your arms. Like he does it in different ways. Fury is very good at wrestling in there. He's very good at putting you in a headlock, very good at choking you. We've seen this. And he's done it against all different sizes throughout his career. He's done this since the start, really. You know, it will be harder on Dillian because Dillian knows that department better than Deontay. I love Deontay, but he knows that department better than Deontay. And he has a different frame. He's a bit more – Dillian's like a bowler bit. He's like Chisora a bit. It will be interesting, though, to see the size difference. If Dillian is a lot smaller, I might just pick Fury, you know, because, like, size does matter, you know, in certain – not always, but a lot of the time, you know, especially given the different styles. But we'll see how this goes, man. It is – two of the most unlikable guys in the division, that's for sure.
No doubt. No doubt about it, man. And what's going on with the AJ and Usyk? Is that going down, or where are they?
Well, what's happened is I actually saw AJ today. He was at the Okoli fight, but Usyk's in the Ukraine right now. He's in the military right now over there.
Yeah.
So
that may never happen if this thing goes.
Well, look, you know, very strange things have happened, and I mean, God forbid, you know, Usyk is a casualty, or you know, he's just tied up there. He can't get out of the border or whatever. It's a bit of a murky situation. This is why I said AJ should have taken this mandatory sooner in 2020. He should have done that one first before Pulev, or he should have done it in earlier of 2021, because then the rematch probably would have been able to happen. But because he held off on it for so long, trying to make that Fury fight, it's now tied up. So again, it gives AJ more time, which is a benefit to him. Mo Boxing said probably June, because he knows the landscape there a bit better in the UK. Okay. But you know, we'll see. It could be in Saudi Arabia, like how we did with Ruiz. Could be in Dubai. It's definitely not going to be in the Ukraine. They can rule that out. Let us get this fight on a move on, though, because it is kind of holding stuff up. It just, like, if we're being real, it is a bit of a clog, you know, but we'll see, you know.
Yeah, man. And AJ, as far as his training, is he keeping the same trainer, or is he getting a new trainer? Because I heard about him being out here in Houston for a while, and then the trail went kind of cold now. Oh,
he was hanging out with the Charlos. He became a gangster. Remember, he was talking about Big Meech and everything. You know, but the thing is, like, I don't know. Like, I heard that he said he doesn't need a trainer for this fight. I thought, what did you just say? Like, no. We're not. I think AJ can win this fight. That's the thing about it. He can win. I think he just overthinks too much in there. And again, when that first round went, when that first bell went, AJ ran to the middle of the ring. He ran. Usually when he does that, guys back off. Usyk stood his ground. He didn't move an inch. And that put a bit of doubt in AJ.
It sends a message.
And then, you know, he was touching him with the jab and everything. He hurt AJ very early on as well. This is a very difficult fight. I'm not saying AJ can't win, but this is not Andy Ruiz. This is not Andy Ruiz.
Exactly.
It's just polar opposites.
Now, do you think that, you know, like my observation so far, you know, I'm feeling like, you know, he got so much accolades for that, getting that rematch with the chubby guy. I can't remember his name.
Ruiz,
yeah. He got that victory, came back with the new style, and people were like, oh, wow, he did this, you did great, you this and that, and the third. Then you go right back out there with Usyk, who is a far better boxer than Ruiz, and you try the same thing. It's like you're walking away from your strengths, to me. You know, you definitely ain't going to whoop him like that. But to get closer to victory, you need to concentrate more on being a brawler, power, you know, positioning. That should be where you focusing on. And in my opinion, if he don't do that, he ain't got a shot in this fight.
My thing is, I said that Chisora would be a harder fight for Usyk than AJ because AJ doesn't know how to cut the ring off. For all this monstrous power he has, he really doesn't know how to cut the ring off. The most I saw that in was probably the Parker fight and the Molina fight. And those guys were willing to back off, okay? Usyk is not – he's not going to give you that room. I'm not saying he's going to fight him on the inside. I'm just saying, like, he needs to understand, like, oh, man, the speed difference was just – I don't know. I had never seen that. Mm-hmm. You can't try to box him like how we did with Ruiz. It will not work. Yeah, go ahead, man.
And it's just like Lennox tried to give him some advice and tell him, hey, man, when I was out there, my trainers they got me to a certain level, but then I realized at a certain point I needed to get some more insight. I had to reach out and get another more experienced trainer, more modern or whatever. And when he did that, his career took off, and it took him off into legendary status. He kind of gave him that little tidbit to let him know, look, man, this guy got you as far as he can get you. Take a step out here, get another trainer, blah, 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 add some things and refine yourself, and you could go on to greatness. I mean, he didn't even have to offer that, but, he got mad with the guy and stuff like that. I kind of feel like that's crazy, man. When you got an older veteran, especially a legend like Lennox Lewis, that's offering you something, man, you gotta take that. You gotta listen to what he's saying. You gotta at least consider.
Former undisputed heavyweight champion. He beat everyone he got in that ring with. Even in his losses, he avenged that shit. He made changes. Mm-hmm. Okay, regardless of people want to say if he fought people out of his prime or whatever, he won. Winning is what matters. You have to win. Mm-hmm. Okay, AJ has some vendetta against him, and that's his opinion, that's his view, fine. But like I said, these guys that you bring into your camp who got all these pads, take the pads off. Let's take the pads off. Let's just work on not crossing our damn feet in the ring. Let's work on learning how to slip a punch. Let's just work what is important. Forget all this pad work and, doing like 16 punch combinations. No, that don't matter, dude, in that ring. The fact that he was getting down to Usyk's level, literally bending down at times, big no-no. You can't do that in the ring, man. You can't do that. You just give a lot of adjustments that Usyk thought that he would have to make in that first fight, he's already a step ahead for this rematch because he didn't need to make really many adjustments in that fight. He's just got to focus Usyk on protecting his body a bit more because he got hurt to that body in that fight. And he got countered down the line with the right hand, which is what AJ should be doing more, being aggressive and, countering. But again, there's a lot to work on with AJ, get to the nitty gritty of it, and just, what's he going to do if he loses this fight? Come on, it's going to come crashing down. I like Eddie. You see how confident Eddie Hearn was before the second Ruiz fight. He doesn't believe in AJ in this second fight. I've seen how he spoke about it. This is just a different animal, dude. And when they were delaying this shit all those years ago, I freaking knew that he was taking his eye off the ball. And that's why when he lost, it wasn't a surprise.
Yeah. So true, man. But if he just listen to a little advice, it can help go a long way, man.
It can, but I don't know, man. His ego is blown up.
And you wonder how you got an ego after you just got your ass tore out the frame by a damn cruiserweight come up here and box your socks off, and you have an ego, man. If anything, you should be pissed off, on fire, and ready to knock walls down in places because you want to get your vengeance. That's the mentality he need to have. He need to be going in there thinking, man, I'm gonna go in there and I'm just gonna dog him. I'm gonna walk him through him. I don't care what he throw at me. I don't care about his positioning. I don't care about nothing. I'm gonna get my left foot. I'm gonna plant it right here. I'm gonna take my right hand. I'm gonna dig it there. I'm gonna bring this here and I'm gonna do this here. And if he's standing, I'm gonna push him back in. I'm going through this guy.
It can be done. It can be done.
Yeah,
but he needs proper training. Forget all this other nonsense. This is a fight, dude. It's not just about the brawn. You got to use your brains. But like I said, you're in there with a guy that's much smaller than you. Yeah. Okay, that Vladimir Klitschko fight, he must have taken something from that. He must have taken some lessons from that. It's not the lessons of getting knocked down. It's the technical lessons of distance and position and everything, and learning to put your punches in. If he's aggressive, it will force Usyk to do things. And a lot of Usyk's work comes off his lead hand. If you take that away, you will limit him a bit more. You know, so we'll see how it goes. I wish them the best, but, you know,
Yeah.
I want to see the damn rematch.
Yeah, man, because we need these guys to get some more matches signed. We need some upcoming fights, you know, on the docket, man. And then Deontay Wilder, what's next, man? What's going on? I need 2 more fights out you, bro. You know, I know you mulling over what you want to do next, but you know what I'm saying. I just couldn't leave it like that. You know, I got to get me a victim. I got to do something. I'm trying to get a title or something. I don't know. I just, you know, I mean, it's just like, you know, the competitor in you has to be stirred up and awakened when you take an L, and it has to want to get active to say, I got to go back out here and I got to right this wrong one way or another. If I can't get this guy, well, then the next guy gonna feel it. But something, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I just see a bunch of fighters out here begging for a Deontay Wilder payday. Andy Ruiz, Chisora.
Yeah.
I mean, Andy wasn't calling for the smoke when he won the belts. He's like, I need a warm-up before Deontay. Do you need one now? Because he'll freaking knock your ass out on your face if you get in there with him. Unless you hit him in the soft spot, because that's what they're banking on now. Deontay is just, he's broken down. He's just not the same physically, you know?
That is true. That is true about that, you know. But that's why I say 2 fights and then, you know, step.
I mean, he could beat someone and then, look, I don't want to see him, me personally, I'm okay with not seeing him in there again because he has taken a lot of crap to his body, which is understandable. You know, I just want to know. I just don't think there's certain guys out there that really even deserve to really be in there with him because, like, what if they like Chisora, a guy that's highest win is at European level. He's got 12 losses and he continues to call this guy out. Yeah. It's a beg to me, dude. It really is a beg. Andy Ruiz, you know, like he struggled with Deontay's leftovers. You know, I mean, Deontay beat that dude with one hand, 3rd-degree burns on his arm, and a freaking broken hand. And it was a late replacement as well. I mean, it's ridiculous, dude. Like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe man. Trevor Bryan, get a belt there. I don't know.
Hey, you know, go there. You know, tell Don King, look, man, you know, you give me the shot, you know, you can promote my next fight. You know, that's how Don used to do it back in the day. You want a title shot? Let me promote the next 2 fights, and I'll give you the shot. You know, and hey, you get the opportunity, go in there, boom, be champ again, man. And then sail off into the sunset. You know, you ain't got to fight that next fight.
Well, to be fair,
got the rights, you know.
To be fair, Deontay is in a financial position where he doesn't really need to worry too much about, you know, the money. And he has done business with Don King before, and has certainly put him in his place. So I don't think Don King really has much over him if they were to make that fight.
He definitely got a power position. That's one thing. Hey, man, salute to Kano Local Sports in the building, man. Salute to you, good brother. Sub to this channel, man. He's a good brother, knows his boxing, man. Yeah, definitely. Very entertaining. For sure. Yeah, but I like to see that happen, man. That would be, you know, I mean, he come back and get a share of a belt somewhere, you know, that'd be a nice way to ride out to the sunset, you know. And because I mean, like you say, the soft spot there, that is a concern, because you can clearly see when he fought the trilogy, you know, he was doing pretty decent, and then when he got caught there, it's like he went back to the second fight. But to his credit, man, he grinded out and he went 11, and he was able to drop him twice. And you can see Fury's face like, what the hell? I'm on my back? How the hell did he do that? You know, and his confidence waned. You know, his corner had to get in his ass. Man, you better get out there. You gotta. It reminds me of Emmanuel Stewart telling Lennox Lewis in the Mike Tyson fight. man, get this guy the hell out of here. You gonna keep letting this guy sit around? He gonna this, you know what I'm saying? And the guy pick it up and go out there and say, okay, well, shit, I gotta do something. You know.
Look, dude. Bottom line is, Fury just grappled the shit out of him. Headlock, lean, whatever you want to call it. Okay. On the outside at the start, Fury didn't know what to do. All he did was freaking smother, because Deontay was winning those rounds. You hit him in that spot, and then you headlocked him and then uppercutted him, which is really what did it. That's really what knocked him down. That ref is trash. He should never ref again. Years ago, he shouldn't have even been reffing. I'm not going to harp on about it too much. Obviously, I'm very unhappy about it. But at the end of the day, like when Fury got knocked down, it was like the way he, on the first knockdown, he like spat something out. It wasn't his mouthpiece. It was something else. I don't know. But that told me there, like, he was really like mentally distraught. He was really frustrated. And then he got knocked down again. And the way he was looking up, it was like, I can't be bothered, you know? Yeah. I mean, he turned his freaking back to the ref, for God's sake. I mean, like, is that not telling enough?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true, man.
It is what it is, dude. Like I said, any other fighter, you can maybe step in there and, you know, try that out, because that wasn't easy, that. You know, that shit wasn't easy. I really like, and I don't say this much, I do think Malik Scott needs to go. Like, some of the shit he was saying in the corner, I thought, whew, man, you got to be high as a kite or something, I thought. Like, there is no way. I mean, he literally was saying, like, you got to protect this side of your head as opposed to the side you just got hit on. That shit doesn't make any sense to me, you know? But, you know, again, look, dude, it's disappointing, and fuck, I was really unhappy about it. But, oh, you know what? That does remind me about Frank Sanchez, who was on the undercard that night.
Yeah.
He's out here trying to fight like Canelo. Have you seen his last fight? He's literally trying to, the Cuban dude, he's literally trying to throw shots like Canelo and do some like head movement like Canelo.
Yeah, but that's so confusing, because his style, he was this moving boxer looking Ali-esque. You know, he's you know, light on his feet, and you know, for a heavyweight, that was the draw. And then all of a sudden now you want to get flat-footed? I mean, I'm lost here.
Oh, dude, that was on the undercard of Ortiz and Martin. Freaking Charles Martin, dude, he got freaking, in the end, that was brutal. His brain turned off, dude. He's like looking in the crowd like, hey fans. And then fucking that referee should have stopped the fight earlier, dude. Like,
oh yeah. Yeah, and then what was it? The undercard of the Canelo and old boy from the UK, Billy Ho Saunders.
Oh yeah,
he fought on that one too. You know, and
he fought that Dominican guy.
Yeah, because I kind of like Sanchez. I was wanting to see where he's going to go next, but now I feel like he didn't mess himself up. Because if you're going to change from the thing that I thought that made you special, in my opinion, and you're going to change your whole style into this now, and it may work for him, but logically, to me, if you can do something that no other heavyweight can do, and you can utilize that, I mean, you know, you got a chance to be great at that, you know. So who knows?
Well, who do you think he should fight next?
Who you think? Who should fight next? You think? I'll probably put him in there with somebody like Helenius.
Helenius, okay.
I could kind of see that right now. You know,
I see Joe Joyce is taking a sit down.
Yeah, see, when I think heavyweights, I really think UK. Now that's just something I do. It ain't got nothing to do against them. I just
remember fucking Daniel Dubois taking the knee, and you were like, I swear, man, if any of these other guys do it, I'm gonna eviscerate them.
Man, I couldn't. I mean, what is it about this take it? They think they Colin Kaepernick or something, man. I mean, what the hell is going on? It was just left and right, man. They kept doing it. That shit drove me crazy, man. So I don't like see nobody just give up or just submit, man. You got the will and the determination to fight is what make it special to me. And I like to see fighters that go in there and I'm going through a brick wall. I don't give a damn what he do. He hit me here and knocked my eyeball out my socket. I'm still coming forward. I'm still not gonna let up. I'm still gonna put the pressure. I'm still gonna bang and hang. I'm gonna give him everything I got. Man, how can you not like a guy like that? You know what I'm saying?
Ask Caleb Plant that question.
And then all of a sudden he on his knee talking about some. I'm done.
Dude, that reminded me of the Caleb Plant fight. When he got knocked down, every ounce of that man's mental strength, poof, went.
Yeah.
Like he just, I mean, why the fuck did he get up so quickly, dude? He got up so quickly and he walked to the other side of the ring. I thought, I mean, come on, bro. Like at this level.
Yeah.
And like Canelo just, he did what he did. He just chopped the dude down, and that dumbass Philly show leaning to the right. He was doing the same shit Billy Joe Saunders was doing. They give their side up on either side so easily, and they get hit with these powerful shots. Eventually, just a little more.
Yeah.
And
Canelo was in there with Floyd, the guy that did it the best. So you're not going to do better than that. So
yeah,
he didn't seen it before. He didn't counteracted him and had some good spots in there against Floyd. Floyd, got the win or whatever. But there was some, because that's when I first saw Canelo, and I was like, damn, man, who is this dude? That really like, wow. I really started following him after that. I was really a Canelo fan. I was like, he ain't win, but damn, man, I like the way this guy fought. I like how he did everything. And then, these guys go out there and everybody's trying to replicate that one thing again, and everybody don't do it so well and stuff like that. But that's where you got to stick to your strengths. What is your strength? What do you do better than anybody else? That's where you got to stay. You got to live there. Your whole thing is, I got to make that guy get uncomfortable. I want him to do stuff he can't do normally, where he's not confident. I want him to walk into something that I want to sit, that I'm sitting in, where my feet is in the perfect position and his ain't, and he reaching, and I get the counter and hit him solid. That's the beauty of it. When you sitting there trying to fix a square peg into a round hole, man, you just bumbling, fumbling, stumbling. It's crazy, but that's what be going on sometime in boxing, man. But that's why we here talking and rapping up about it, So, I tell you, fellas, it's been great, man. I wanted to get into some Cowboy stuff, man, but my other Cowboy fans then jumped off, man. You know what I'm saying? If Brandon and AKA jump back on here in the next 3 minutes, man, we might have to rapid tape us about the Cowboys, man. I got some things I want to get off my chest, man. I'm still in pain. I'm trying to recover. I'm trying to get my mind focused. I'm trying to look at this season, trying to get it all reprogrammed, man. Because there's a lot of wounds and deep pains and bruises, Jack, from this season. Because we had it, man. The defense came up from the worst thing I've ever seen in the creation of football, man. They were so terrible the previous year. It was so bad, man. I couldn't even watch it, man. I never turned my Cowboys off. I had to turn them off, man. That's how bad it was. I said, man, I can't even stomach this. How you got linebackers running to the wrong gaps? They overshooting plays. They jump in the gaps too soon, and the play go right around them, and the guy break it for 30 yards because you done did that stupid look. You can't read the running backs? Come on, man. I can't. I ain't never ascended to y'all level, but come on, man.
The offense did it, man. Offense.
We can't run the ball up the middle. We couldn't run the ball up the middle for nobody.
Couldn't do nothing.
We couldn't run up the middle, and we couldn't stop nobody from running up the middle. That killed us. They were just knifing us, man. And then you turn around and hand the ball to Ezekiel Elliott, and he don't get through 2 yards. If he get 2 yards, that's a good run for us. Up the middle. This is crazy. When 2016, they was opening up gaping holes. Oof, 10, 15. That's when Cowboys is unstoppable when they can get that going, But Man, you know, Bill Callahan, man. Somebody talk to Jerry Jones, somebody call him, send a text message, email, something. You know, I don't know how you can get in reach with him, but if you can, call Bill Callahan, get Callahan back to Dallas and put him back as the run game coordinator. That's what we need right there. This guy knows how to set up and work the blocking on the O-line. To when they run these plays, man, he puts this lineman in the perfect spot to make the right plays, man. Because I've seen too many of these guys not getting a push. You know, you jumping off the line first, but the guy that's playing defense is beating you to the point of attack. That's ridiculous. That should never happen. But it was happening consistently. And they was getting clogged up in the hole, and then running back get there and there's nothing there, man. I can go on all day about that. But like I say, we're going to do that again another time because I got some stuff to unload about that. But it's been great talking boxing with my brothers, man. And my brother Watcher from Australia came in today, man. Hey, man, that's been good to have you back, man. It's been a long time. We've been trying to set it back up. Glad you came through, my brother. Ceriso Fort, my brother came in. He chimed in with us. Good to see you, my man. Of course, the coach, Ron Sims, in here. And we can't forget my good brother, Basement Boxing Talk. You know, Bro Dog always and everything, man. Subscribe to this channel. AKA the Apostle came through. Brandon come through here, man. Who else come through here, man? We've been blessed today, man. I thank everybody in the chat that stopped by and showed us some love, man. We're trying to get this thing rolling back again. Catch us next Sunday, 5 p.m. Central Time again, man. I think I'm going to keep doing it on Sunday, man. And we'll see where we go from there. Schedule kind of congested, man, so I'm trying to work it back in. So bear with me a little bit, y'all. But like I say, man, if anybody wants to say anything before we head out, man, take a crack at it.
Yeah. You go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
Thanks a lot for letting me be on your panel. And hey, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you Sunday. Salute.
Yes, indeed. Hey, man, I'm gonna try to catch you someday this week at the gym, man. You know, because I'm saying them old ladies, man, I got to get that jab right, man, because that lady looked at me, man. I don't know.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to you. I'm looking forward to you to come. Brandon comes by. Brandon and what's the other? I can't think of the and Joe. Brandon and Joe come, and they came by. So, and then sometimes this guy named Hayden comes by also. So come on, man. We got y'all can help us build something.
Yeah, man, that'd be awesome, man. Yeah, because, you know, when I was trying to get them green peppers, she looked at me like I grabbed the wrong one. So I hurried up and got away from her, you know what I'm saying? But she kept looking at me. Yeah, man. And my good brother, The Watcher, man, sub to his channel as well. Because, you know, my man, The Watcher, knows his sports, man. He knows boxing. He knows combat sports, MMA as well. And if you don't know nothing about MMA like me, you know, you gotta attach yourself to a brother like that and come over there and get an education. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for having me on the panel, my brother. Keep doing your thing. Thanks for having me on the panel, my brother. Keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir, man. You welcome anytime, bro. You know how we do. We be back at it again next Sunday, man. Come on back through, man. My brother Basement be back here with us too as well. Like I say, sub to my brother's channel, man. Spread the word, man. Got the best YouTube talk show, in my opinion, on YouTube, man. Check him out. Let's spread the word and get that place packed over there, you know?
Yeah, man. It's a great, you know, it's a really good community we got going. So we just keep it that way and have a good talk. And yeah, great to be on, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, indeed, man. Great to have you, man. Everybody in the chat, man, thanks for coming by. Black Star Sports TV, man. We is out.